So imagine a great bank in 2009, based in Singapore, DBS. This bank had been built on the traditional concepts of command and control. Their people were great at it. They delivered very solid banking services. But in 2009, the new CEO, Piyush Gupta, said, we need to shift this bank from being a traditional organization to being a great digital bank. We're going to move from being a bank to delivering banking in very new ways. The key people who had to come on this journey was their leadership. They had to completely rethink the way in which they led in this organization. So one of the things that they did that really made a huge difference was they brought in a concept of customer waiting hours. They needed to focus their leadership on being much more evidence-based, on really rethinking the nature not only of their engagement with customers, but on how their employees would be able to deliver these new capabilities in the world of digital banking. Customer waiting hours enabled them to think about the time from which a customer first made contact with DBS until the time in which their issue was resolved. Can you imagine what that takes? The first thing you have to do is you've got to be able to plot a customer's journey from the time they start their relationship with DBS until that's resolved. You have to think about gathering data. You have to think about how you share that data. You have to think about how management make decisions not only about how they're working with a customer, but more importantly, decisions on how employees are working. This very simple idea translated into a whole lot of journeys for DBS that enabled them to lead and manage their people in completely different ways. In the first year, they set a target of eliminating 10 million customer waiting hours. They achieved 250 million. They became a much more evidence-based leadership team. They became much more cross-siloed. They broke hierarchies. They started to gather this data from anywhere and everywhere across this organization and use it to reimagine how their employees were working. They were consciously looking for those speed bumps and using that data to change the way employees were enabled to work with customers more effectively and deliver on the promise that DBS were making to their clients that they were going to be the world's best digital bank.